Hey guys, it's Carla from Carla and Chris Everyday Life. And today I did not pick up my bed. Well, my boyfriend did, but I did not miss. Chris did. Anyways, today I am gonna make a video because I did say on Instagram that I was gonna make a video about PCOS. Not so much educate, but like give you some information about what PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, really is. Um, from a person that lives it every day. We'll later on make a video with Chris, and he could talk his verse on how he deals with me. I mean, I'm not a simple person, but imagine with that hormone imbalance. So, I did have people ask me on different groups because we do ask. I am on PCOS groups and stuff, infertility groups and stuff like that, and they do ask like, oh, this, and that. So, I asked to ask a few questions, that they had for me. And the first one was, sorry guys, I have it on my phone, was how did you find out you had a PCOS? This is like, I could say kind of like a funny story, sad, I don't know. Um, my cousin, if she's watching that right now, she knows what I'm talking about. Girl, no, I'm just kidding. You owe me. No, I'm just kidding. Um, we were teenagers. I was 17, and I think she's 2 years younger than me. And we were talking on the phone. I told her, hey, you know what? Like, I'm having really bad pain, like stomach pain. Well, so I thought it was stomach pain. And and I was like, I'm gonna take some meds. I'm gonna lay down, and if it doesn't go away, then I'm gonna have to go to the hospital or something because it's really, really serious. And my mom knows me really well, that I'm not the type of person that I tolerate pain. And if it's really, really bad, then that's when I'll be like, okay, I can't take it. We gotta go to the hospital. So she said, playing around. You curse me. No. She's like, oh, it's a tumor. And then, I don't know. Well, you guys will see why. Um, so then I did take some pain meds. I fell asleep. I like knocked out. And I remember that I woke up like I was like in the middle of the night, and I was like just in pain, like really, really bad pain. I was crying, I wasn't taking it, and I woke up my mom, and I was like, you know what, I can't get up, I can't walk, it's hurting if I try to get up straight. So I was like, take me to the hospital, like this is too much. So my dad had a big truck back then, and my cousin was there, and I remember that her car, it was like a Sentra, yeah, like a Nissan Sentra, and they're not tall cars or small cars, so we had to go in her car. Um, excuse me. Um, I remember that we went to the hospital. They gave me pain medicine. What is that one medicine? Morphine. So I don't even know, girl. I got that mixed up with the eyeshadow brand. Yes, don't touch me. And I remember that wasn't working, and like they tried all types of medicine. They did X-rays. They did a CAT scan. They had me drink this juice to see what was really going on. They thought it was like my pelvic no, my somewhere around my pelvic area. Like what is it? Dude, I forgot. Damn it. I'll come up with it later. So they didn't see anything. Lastly, a doctor came in. I think she was like a OBGYN kind of doctors, and she's like, do an ultrasound on her. They did an ultrasound, and the guy was shocked. He's like, you have something here. And sure enough, it was a tumor on my ovary. Thank you, cousin. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, so what happened was I had an ovary that grew like, they said it was as big as a baby. And what it did is it killed my ovary. Like, it just like, it choked my ovary to a point where my ovary just like black, like it was useless, lifeless, done. And yeah, I do have one ovary now. Um, and so what happened was, the next day, not the next day, hours, they scheduled like emergency surgery. It was getting too dangerous apparently. Um, she told me, the OBGYN, she told me, hey, you know what, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to do like a C-section, when you grow older and you want to wear bathing suits. And I'm like, girl, I'm already big. What makes you think I'm gonna wear two-piece? No, I'm just kidding. And so um so what happened was she wasn't able to do like the regular cut. What she had to do, because it was so big, she had to do like from my belly button down almost close to my vagina. So now I have just like weird line there. Um, the cyst was too big. They had to take out the ovary. So they didn't want to do that much damage, but that's the only way they could get through it, was doing that. And you know what? As long as I'm fine, I was okay with it. I was young. I didn't know any better, and how much that would harm my life, basically. Um, so that's how I found out I had PCOS, because I was 17. I always been I was an innocent girl back then, so I was not sexually active. And I remember that when I got out the hospital, I did lose like a lot of weight, because they took the ovary, they took the tumor. I was on liquid diets because of the same thing. They didn't want me eating like greasy stuff. And so I remember that I was on birth control pills, and I couldn't understand why, if I was not sexually active. And back then I was not the type of girls. And I couldn't understand why every 6 months or every 3 months I had to get a pap smear. Like, why me? And it was just a thing. And so that's how I find out that I had PCOS. The next question was, guys, what symptom today? Why? Because I went back to work today. What symptoms did I have? What does it do to me? Like I said, I was young. I wasn't educated on the subject. I don't believe my parents were educated on the subject either. I don't think it was that big then, like how it is now. Um, and so I was living my normal life. I was a girl who had a lot of hair, thick hair, like a lot. My mom said she always had a hard time, doing my hair. Guys, this is, sorry, my knee is like in a bad position. Oh my god. Okay. So, I didn't know any better. Um, I did notice that my hair started to get thin, really, really thin. Coming from a girl who had a lot of thick hair, full hair, like you would think I would have wigs. And it was really, really long and strong. And I wouldn't understand why my hair was getting super thin, falling off. I thought it was because of me dyeing my hair on the regular basis. I always been that type of girl, not basic. So I know I'm so stupid. I don't know. It's just today. And so I noticed I should have saw this as a red flag once I wasn't getting my period like every other girl. I didn't get my period. I think I was like 17 and a half, 18, early 18s when I had my period. And it was not like, oh, cramps, period. Like, it was just like a little thing. Oh, okay. I always been a private person, so I wouldn't really tell my mom about my period situations or anything like that. If I'm sharing this with you guys, it's because I want some people to get educated on what PCOS does, and how it changes your life. So to me, it was like whatever kind of situation. I started to notice, girls get their lip wax, get whatever wax, and I started to get a lot of facial hair on this area, and I was confused as to why me, you know, um, why was this happening to me? I couldn't explain the weight gaining because I've never been a person that eats a lot. I'll eat when I see food and I'm like, oh, that's good. I don't want it to finish, and I would eat. How do I say in español? Gula. That was my thing. Probably a little bit now, but not as much. Things to my sleeve. But I do remember that my friend, one of my good friends, Jenny, does my nails. Yeah, she's in San Diego. Hit her up. Um, she was like, dude, like, I don't understand. Like, you don't eat much. I know, I don't, but I still gain weight. After like years went by and I wouldn't understand. I had family members be like, hey, you were not like that. You're gaining weight, and I wouldn't understand it. My emotions were crazy. Um, I silently, and up to this day, I fight depression, and not depression as we're like I want to kill myself, because I always been a person with a strong mind. I always been positive and looking forward to the future. I always have big dreams. I always think of the better outcome, like positive things of how to overcome things, how to be a better person, how to help someone, how to, if you're going through something, and like I don't have money to help you, and that's what you need something, I'll find ways to help you. I'll hustle. I'll do what I have to do to overcome something. And so I couldn't understand why I was gaining weight, why I was not like the other pretty girls, how I had to like get up every morning early, or even before showering and doing my makeup, and having to use this mirror, which I don't even know where I left it. Oh, it's on this side. Hold on, guys. So where I had to deal with this, like a super magnifying mirror and tweezers every freaking day, and I've been doing this since I was like, I would say, yeah, around 17. Um, this was my life. Mirror, and it still is, guys. Like, it still is mirror and tweezers, mirror and tweezers. Before doing your makeup, before you shower, nair, face nair. I do have all that. I have wax. I have a lot of things. So, the symptoms that I had was that, yet still not understanding until I met up with the OBGYN who did my surgery, because she was gonna go somewhere else, and she told me, hey, you know what, your one of your ovaries was removed, you have this and that, and I still didn't get it. I met up with a good doctor, and I told her I don't understand, like, um why so many things are going on. She said, you know what, it's not that you can't have babies, it's just that you might have to go to treatments because you might not ovulate, your period is not normal. We all know that once you have a period, it's most of the times you ovulate, or so and this and that, and I was bummed out, because my dream has been, besides, is to travel the world and have a baby. I want my family. I always wanted that. That's always been my thing. So what happened was I was devastated. I would look for ways not to be in a situation, and up to this day, I am. We'll get to that. So, the symptoms: infertility is one, depression, anxiety. I recently developed an anxiety. Well, not recently, like 2 years ago. I don't know. My boyfriend knows more than my memory sucks, guys. Um, it, we're in the car, and I'm sorry. It's the freaking air. Gastric sleeve people, you guys know the air gives you whatever. Um, and we're in the freeway specifically, and I feel like every car's just gonna go in and just hit us. That's my anxiety. Whoever I'm with, I always pray in my head, because I am afraid, and it sucks. It sucks having anxiety and developing anxiety. Um, I deal with more depression than like I wouldn't think of. depression of like, oh, I feel like I feel people I can't, my family, my boyfriend, no babies, no family. I'm trying so hard on many things, and it's just like annoying. My hair getting thin, you guys. My family members know that I had a lot of hair, thick hair. My hair is falling. You know, I have to cover it some ways. This is from my car accident that I had years, like 4 years, 5 years ago. My hair is falling. Um, it came to a point where when I had my surgery, my hair was gonna fall, and they did tell me, due to your stomach being cut off and your hormones getting on track, and it got to a point where I would like cry. I started crying, and I told Chris, I was like, you know what, my hair is falling so bad, I don't know what to do. A coworker mentioned me about how she got this wig and it's human hair, and sure enough, I did get a wig, you guys, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not, because it makes me happy. It makes me feel good about myself. And I think shaming people because of what they have on, it's ridiculous, because you don't know what everyone fights. Everybody fights a battle, and we don't know about it. We just judge based on appearance, and that super sucks. And I learned that myself. Um, so my hair thinning, weight gaining. I was having high blood pressure. I was prone to diabetes. Um, my hair falling. Did I say that? My facial hair, super freaking annoying. Um, infertility, so many things, you guys. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Another question that I had was, how does it affect your life? It affects my life every day, because there's days where I wake up and I'm like, am I gonna be happy today? Am I gonna be sad? Am I gonna think about why I can't have babies like normal people can? Why can I not lose weight as fast? I did lose weight with the gastric sleeve, and I'm thankful with God for that, and I'm super thankful. I love my sleeve. It puts a hold on me. I am a carb addict, like carbs. I can't eat rice or freaking tortillas or bread because it hurts my stomach, and I'm really grateful for that, because that's what kills me. And we all know that carbs turn into sugar, and sugar affects PCOS. I Look, I forgot to say this. Before my surgery, I would drink Coke, Pepsi, bad UTIs. It got to a point where my doctor said to stop drinking caffeine, and I still do, because at work I need to stay motivated, but I balance caffeine water, because my body throws caffeine as an infection, so it rejects. My body automatically rejects it and throws it as an infection, which is bad. Um, how does it affect my relationship? Um, Now I don't think it's as bad as before. Before I lost the weight. Before I was not really, you guys don't need to know my personal life, but I was not really into like, I was not really sexually active. And because I was overweight, more overweight than what I am now, because I felt ugly, because I was more depressed, I hated who I was. And I felt like my biggest supporter, my best friend, the love of my life was, I don't know. I don't know what I felt. I felt like he was not really in love with me. I would find things to make him like, oh, you don't love me, you know? And so it was hard. It was hard. I tried so many diets. He said, babe, why are you gonna get the surgery? You could do it on your own. No, I can't. I can't. And for the people who have done it in their own, dude, I give you props, because it's hard. Even as now that I have the sleeve, I take advantage of it, and I'm ashamed of that. I should not take advantage of it. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed, because I did lose like 120 something pounds, and I have some goals. So today I started again working it. I'm like, okay, you know what? You got the sleeve. You went through everything. You can't let this get to you. You can't gain the weight. You have a purpose in life. You have goals in life. Um, I am, me and my boyfriend, well, I'm really excited to meet his side of the family, because we've been together for 3 years and almost 2 months, and I do not know. Well, I know his cousin, I don't, and his best friend, but I don't know, like, his brother, I don't know if he'll make it. We hope you make it, Kevin. I really want to meet you. Um, I don't know his grandma, Grandma Charlie. She's so sweet. Every time I talk to her, she's just so sweet. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet his grandpa from his mom's side. He passed away um, almost a year ago, and I don't know. There's a lot of family members of his that I have not met, and I'm so excited because we're gonna go to meet his family, and then we're gonna go to my dream place, and we're gonna go to New York, and I'm super excited. So I have goals for that. And so our relationship, I jumped out, I skipped. Right now, I wouldn't say it's perfect because of me being strong-minded. Um, I was not letting him in a lot of things, and now we're working on it. The way I think my depression gets to me, and out of the blue, I'll just text him like, "Hey, this is not," and I don't want to worry him because I know he's at school. Okay, he's at work, and so I just feel like now we have more communication. I show more my love to him. I feel more confident. I feel more full of life. I feel more beautiful. Um, and he doesn't fail to tell me or show me his love or anything. He's my best friend. He's my biggest supporter. Um, and so it's hard, there's one thing that I really don't tell family members, and that's because I am really emotional towards this um part of it, and I want to cry. Sorry. Um, I would appreciate if you guys don't try to say, "Hey, you're next on the baby," or "We want a niece or nephew," or like, "Oh, she's pregnant," because we we are not preventing it, but we're not fully on mode trying. We believe in God's plans, and that's what we're doing. Um, it unfortunately has not happened for us. I would think by this age, 28, and I'm 29, we already, but I do believe that we're not um, where we want to be yet, or God wants us to be yet. So we're holding off on it. We're making the best out of our lives right now. And if God decides, "Hey, you know what, you're pregnant," all to God. I would be so, so grateful. For now, I have my nieces, my nephews, my god kids. I love so much all of them. Even though if I don't see them as often, even if I don't speak to them, like, they're in my prayers all the time. And Chris, we have our dog. He's our son. He's a bad little boy, but he's our son. Um, so yeah, guys, PCOS is not as simple. A lot of people are not educated on it. It's not like it. The thing that people don't know about PCOS, besides anxiety, depression, hair falling, gaining weight, this and that, and the cure for it, PCOS, it's ironic. Losing weight is a cure. I lost 100 and something pounds, and I probably need to lose a lot more to get some of the symptoms go away, because it seems like depression is going down. Um, but losing weight is like the biggest cure for it. There really is no cure. Um, what I'm afraid, and I pray to God, is that that my only ovary that I have doesn't fail me. That I don't get cervical cancer or anything related to it, because it is possible, and I am afraid of that. And I just hope you guys understand um, my everyday battle, and don't judge me. Um, I do have mood swings. Sometimes I could be just like really happy, and then out of blue be like now, I get really emotional because I really have not told a lot of people about PCOS, and it's the first time sharing it completely with you guys, and how I feel about it, and how we feel about it. Well, um I think we'll have to do a video with Chris and his side of it. And PCOS is the reason why I got a surgery. Um, it's just a lot, guys, and I appreciate you guys for taking all this time that it took recording. As you guys know, I do not edit videos. I want you guys to know the real me, how I really am, and my messy ass room. And I appreciate it. I know the video is super long. I hope you guys learned a little bit about myself and PCOS. And if you guys ever have a question, please don't down asking. Ladies, if you guys notice something not right with your periods or anything, pelvic pains, please go get that checked out. It's not a joke. You know, there's a lot of things to it. Google is not a doctor. To my sister, do not Google, because Google, girl, Google lies, okay? So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it so, so much. And next video, hopefully it's me and Chris. And don't forget to share, to spread the word of PCOS, and pray for miracles and for a cure for people who suffer infertility, people that suffer every day with PCOS. Bless your life, because I live with that and it's not the easiest thing to deal with. But God has a plan for all of us. So stay blessed, and thank you guys once again for watching. Bye.